that even. There it is. Hello and welcome to Beyond the Rift. Yeah. I'm your host, DeamonMachine. My song was a little bit off, but that's all right. Because, you know,
that's how we roll.
That is how we roll. We like to be as quick and dirty as possible.
Oh, speak for yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is where we talk about all sorts of Smite type things, like the game itself, balance changes, patch notes, tournaments.
Awesome stuff.
All things involving Smite. So,
and not
welcome.
Awesome stuff.
This is my co-host, RevilZero, who is extremely loud tonight. We are joined by Dmbrandon, who is just... what is your title these days in the community?
Flower.
Everything. I am a little bit of absolutely everything.
Pretty much.
He is Dmbrandon Flower Power.
Yes, Flower Power with Youngbae City from MyRevenge.eu. Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
And then Scytheman, who is mid lane for BLGNA. And Youngbae is right lane AD carry.
Yes. Except for when he's not.
Yes, except for when he's not in right lane and he is over ganking or in some other way participating in a fight. Or dead. Which I hear you're dead a lot, so I mean that could be a problem.
That's harsh. Like, I hear you fail as a player. Welcome to our show. No, welcome to our show. You're a great, decent person.
All right, so what did we want to talk to you about things tonight?
What did we want to talk about? It's been quite the week, guys.
It has been a rather interesting week. Some of the things we want to talk about, of course, were the patch notes and then lane meta.
So they decided to take that whole, like, you get progressive gold from towers away. They're like, well, we tried that. Well, that's bollocks. So we're just going to try something new.
Yes.
And so the new thing is, instead of getting progressive gold, you just get more gold for each tower. Your whole team obviously still gets the gold, and you get experience. So that's cool. And you get experience for Gold Fury.
Yes, it's, what, 50 gold higher than Gold Fury is the gold you get from a tower?
Yes, from the second range towers.
The second range? Okay.
See, the front ones are cheap.
Yeah.
But once you get to tier 2, they're more expensive.
Yes, they're the cheap,
better.
easy ones.
The front is cheap and easy.
Cheap and easy. More high tier. More like your... I'm not going to say
No. We're talking about hookers or towers?
Exactly.
Whatever you want to talk about, Scytheman.
Exactly. Exactly. So, what do you guys... have you guys played on the patch today? I'm assuming yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
A lot.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. So we'll
right.
start with Brandon since he chirped up first. What do you think of these latest patch changes and how it affects everything?
So the initial 3 gold per second was to encourage people to get items faster and fight more. Unfortunately, what that did is it gave tanks too much money and they became unkillable.
Yes.
So they reverted this and then put it so that if you push towers, you get progressively more gold. This, however, while it was okay in competitive play, we didn't really get to test it too much. The casual play was awful. Low-level players or even mid-level players, in some top-level players, you would get a tower, and then since you were outmatched a little bit to begin with, that snowball effect would take the biggest hole, and you would have no chance of ever coming back, which sucks. But now this, it has the same snowball effect, but it still gives you the chance for the comeback. Now this is encouraging 2 things. One, it wants you to fight more, and you can't take a tower unless you're killing people. I mean, that's just not how the game works. You can't fight underneath towers; you'll die. So by engaging more, you have a better chance of winning the game, as opposed to where the 3 gold per second or even the snowballing, camping back a little more and looking for opportunities was giving you the advantage. So this, I think, is going to give more of a reason to gank, which is going to get people out of lane more, especially with the progressively more defensive minions. So far, I love it.
Yes.
Good.
I agree with most of what you said.
Did you guys actually notice it harder to clear waves?
No.
I didn't either. I was just making sure I wasn't the only one.
I actually did.
Late game, definitely, especially as support. Like, usually with Ares, you could just group them up and kill them in a few seconds, and like they just live through your whole flame wave now.
Yeah, I did see that a little bit. That was true.
Yeah, I noticed it didn't make it, like, except for on a few gods, as far as mid lane goes, that big of a difference in the early game. You know, I noticed Neith couldn't clear at level 3 now, no matter what you do with her. But I feel like it's targeted more towards the mid-late game, and it really just doesn't affect mid at all until then. I don't know how it feels in the side lane.
Youngbae, how's it feel on the side lane? Perfect transition.
Damage on the creeps.
Say that again?
It feels it definitely feels that last hitting is more important, obviously, because of the 2 gold per second. So like you want to have as much farm as you can. But I've realized when I played Anher, like normally Anher at level 7, you can like clear the creep wave mostly. Like you can obviously one shot the archers at level 7 with your 2. But I realized that the archers still have about 10 HP or something when you do it at level 7 now. So especially because I tend to have got Heartseeker lately, and it really like makes a difference for me anyway, because I have to like auto attack the archers down instead of just clearing it with my 2.
Do you think this is a good change, or do you not
I think
know
it's
yet?
good because it does stop certain guards from pushing so hard at kind of low level, like Anher for example at level 7, and maybe Ra at lower levels in that. So I actually do like it.
So it makes it harder to take those towers and get that extra gold.
Yeah.
So do you think this hurts gods more like on her, where they'll clear a wave with it, or Neath where they'll clear a wave with a single 1 damage skill, or gods like say Ao Kuang or other people that have dots, or like Anubis is grasping hands, stuff like that?
I think it would hurt like gods like Neath and Anher more than gods like Ao Kuang, because I think with Ao Kuang anyway, if you have like max level on your tornado, it's gonna clear creep wave regardless. And then by the time like as the duration of the game goes further on, you'll obviously have more items on the Ao Kuang, so which means your tornado is gonna be even stronger. So it's still gonna clear creep wave regardless of the mitigation.
Yeah.
The creeps.
Okay. So is this whole snowballing effect still a very apparent thing in the game? Like it's just not nearly as bad since they took away the tower gold.
I think snowballing has always been there in the game.
Oh yeah, it's been in the game.
Especially if you get a lot of farm and a lot of kills, then you're gonna snowball even harder just because of the lower gold spooling in the game now.
I think as far as mid lane goes, this might actually encourage more passive play from now on, because it just makes, as far as I'm concerned, gods that can heal or push wave naturally very early on even stronger. So if you wanted to pick something that generally couldn't do that, you're going to be even further under your tower than you usually are. So it's going to be even less movement out of mid, maybe into mid, because Sidelands can't clear quite as fast, but definitely still no movement out of mid.
Well, if you can't clear the waves as easily, it kind of works both ways. If you spend the time in the lane clearing the waves and pushing it up, then you should have enough time to go to mid, gank, and come back before your lane's back at your tower again. Unlike previously, where it was you could have minions at their tower, and then 5 seconds later they're at yours because they just one-shotted every creep wave up into yours. But now it's going to take them a little bit longer to get there, and so it gives you more time to roam around. Does anyone else have that kind of feel to it?
Yeah, it's essentially what I was saying. Just can't rely on that for mid, because that's not how mid works, sadly.
Yes.
I wish I could leave mid. I really do.
Dude, you can always leave mid if you're willing to face the consequences.
Lose the tower.
Yeah. You can feel free to roam. I mean,
Just dual lane mid. There you go.
Yeah, dual lane mid. You're good. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a fun thing going forward. I like that they change the towers and minions so completely week to week. We'll be like, oh,
yeah,
you guys who were really good at this, kind of not so good at this now. I'm kind of worried about how it's going to do for unconventional mids, like say Loki or some various other things.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Be like, what are you going to do to me?
All the really fun stuff that you saw people running, people are going to have to completely reevaluate it to see if it works now, and I can almost guarantee you the Loki mid thing is dead.
Unless they have an Anubis, and then it's hilarious.
Interesting.
I think Anubis needs to be reworked while we're on that subject.
Really? Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever be good enough to where you're going to want to ban him with that moveset, unless they make him so broken that you would have to ban him. It's never going to be a discussion amongst teams like, what do you think about Anubis? This is a first pick situation. Like, he's never, ever going to be in that spot. He's just like Arachne, because like early game, he has all of these tools to stop people because he does the most damage early game for casters.
Yes, he does.
I mean, and he has so much potential, but then late game comes and he's a one-trick pony. And once that trick is over, if it's dodged or if it's baited, completely useless. So I think we need to look, or hi-rez needs to look a little more into reworking both of those characters.
What would you change on him then?
I am not a developer. I don't care.
On the topic of Anubis,
I'll judge it when they put it out, though.
You're a true reviewer.
I like the honesty.
Yep.
Go for it, Scytheman. What do you got for us?
On the topic of Anubis, why did we have to make his ult look like a Minecraft beacon? Like, I see it, and it's like, I don't know whether or not to take it seriously. In my eyes, I see a Minecraft beacon. Like, I like the original ult better.
I will say that I have not heard a sound from his ult since it was changed. That is one thing that is getting kind of annoying, because it's just like I'll be fighting in mid or fighting in a team battle or whatever, and then suddenly this blue beam comes at me, and I'm like, there's no noise! I couldn't say, hey, I hear it. I should probably ages sometime soon. But no.
No noise for you, sir.
It's a little silly, but yes, it is obnoxiously large. Maybe a nice centered, like a lightsaber, where you got the nice centered focus beam, and then you have the aura that's kind of glowy, but not as. We're not going for like DBZ.
Really? Because that would be awesome.
Like, the problem isn't that I'm getting hit with it. The problem is I don't know what I'm supposed to react to when I'm getting hit with a Minecraft beam. Like, it doesn't do anything in Minecraft.
Isn't it supposed to heal me?
Smite.
It's supposed to give me a movement effect in Minecraft. Or a health
Don't
effect.
I put, like, ore into it and get buffs? Isn't that how that works?
Yes, exactly. Do any of you guys have the lack of noise problem from it?
Yeah, I've encountered that too, but it's if I'm getting hit with it like that, I'm probably already dead, so it doesn't matter.
So, did they manage to fix Agni and Raw dispatch? They said they did.
Yes.
But
I
did they?
thought Raw's for sure fixed because I've played a game as him. From my understanding, Raw or Agni 2 is still double hitting.
Yeah, Agni's still double hitting.
Score.
So,
Man. Well, so do you think it's the skills double hitting, or is it like the hitboxes with Raw's beam that they're just getting hitbox twice because it does hit more than one person?
That could be that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not a developer.
I don't dive into the code.
I don't know. It's like, what is it? Is this? Yeah.
I farm mid. That's my job description.
That's what you do. You farm mid. Do you gank?
I farm mid and ult people at the late game.
I hear you gank.
No.
Nope.
You're allowed to.
Oh, okay. So Poseidon, what do you guys think?
DM?
DM?
I guess.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Poseidon.
What do you think of Poseidon?
Yeah, 1 week later.
I'm looking for a one-word answer from DM.
I think his kit is good, but I think right now he's a little underwhelming. There's not enough damage there.
Definitely.
His auto attack, I mean, like he's built for pretty much hybrid, but we've seen time and time again, hybrid doesn't really work in this game.
No, it doesn't.
Well, the biggest problem for me is his utility is very good, but like for the lack of damage output he has, and when his stats are comparable to Hebo's early on, that you can't be paper and have a lack of damage. It's not good.
Yeah.
Like, he's got great utility.
If they changed his scaling and maybe made him a support.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be great.
We need
I
more
can
mages, though.
Yeah, we need more mages.
Yeah, we need more mages. I found, like, playing them, that the thing that bothered me the most was that bar that they're like, use this bar to get more damage. And if it's at full, you do like 30% more. And I'm like, well, it's at full for like half a second. And that's cool and all. But it's literally at full for very, very short time. So you have to hit something, get it full, and use your skill to get your full benefit. But that also means, like, well, I can't spam abilities. So my damage output is literally on that first ability. And that's it. So there isn't any point in... Like, you lose so much whenever you do anything.
That's definitely true. I don't think his 2 should affect the status of that bar, since that really is your builder for that bar.
Yeah.
Like I found myself maxing it just because the cooldowns gets really short. You know, it's low cost, and his other skills just don't scale damage that well anyway.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Kraken, because the Kraken destroys everything because it's a fucking Kraken, man.
Yeah. Kraken's awesome. I mean,
although it has a very, 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 very short time of when you see it and when it comes out and kicks your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it is also a very short distance. I mean, if you see him running towards you, you pretty much know what's going to happen.
Going to get Kraken.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this squishy mage is running towards me. I wonder what's going to happen now. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, his auto attack, if you somehow hit him with multiple ones of it on his thing, I mean, that can do a good amount of damage. But to me, he just feels lackluster. His like pool of water thing is just retarded.
Almost non-existent.
I mean, I'm like, why would I even use this skill unless I'm already at 0, you know.
Just throw everything!
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even kill a creep wave with it.
I mean, my things I'd like to see on him as a player is, I have 3, I guess maybe 4 things that I think would make him great. Decrease the delay on his 3. Make the missile speed on the 1 slightly faster, because it's as slow as a raw beam and doesn't double hit and knocks them away from the rest of my damage. Come on now.
Yeah.
Which is another good reason that he should be a support instead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't let the 2 decrease tide meter, and then just up his base stats a little bit, and I think he'd be fine. I think then he'd be not only a great support, but you know, I'd be able to play him mid. Yay!
Yeah, a mage. It isn't terrible. How's that?
Yeah.
I mean, so have you guys been looking at chat? Or Youngbae, what do you think of him?
Poseidon?
Yeah.
I've honestly only played him once, and I think I did fine with him. I don't think I've played him enough to like kind of say like where he should be improved on or where he should be nerfed on, if there's any.
Yeah.
If there's any like nerf that he needs, which I don't think he does, but I honestly haven't played him enough. It's not my god anyway, so.
Yeah,
Fun.
I mean, he is fun to play if you want to play a really amusing mage. Just get a bunch of movement speed items and Fatalis, and then just like fly all around the map.
Zoom everywhere.
And make sure to run into lane backwards.
Yep. Yes, that's a game mode I wish they would implement. Is you must forward makes you go backwards, and backwards makes you go backwards. So everybody starts with Fatalis, and the only way they can go is backwards. So they have to back up into the battle, turn around, and fight, and then back up, etc. Could be a lot of fun. I was like, you know, it'd be really entertaining to just do that one day.
Of all the game modes, you're like, I know, everybody should face
like
backwards.
a match of the day thing, not a game mode. But yes, hi-rez, I want more options in the custom challenge matches, because we were playing with that today, and we were like, it'd be kind of nice to like completely say you can't use any of these items, or just use these items, or you know, so on and so forth. So take that under serious
everything but ults.
Right, stuff like that
on no cooldown.
Yes. Oh my God, dragons. Oh, that'd be funny. That would be entertaining. Yes.
Oh, I regret suggesting that.
Wait, you say all ults with no cooldown?
Yes, but that's it. You can't use any other spells, just ults.
I'm so down for that. That invalidates like 3/4 of the cast.
I was like, well, no one's picking Ymir.
No, you pick 5 Ymirs.
Yeah.
And you pick all magical defense. And you just put ults everywhere. Where are you gonna go? Their sprint is down. Fuck
and
'em.
an Odin.
Yep.
Yep.
No, you need the Cupid for the cripple.
Just
And they're just fucking 3
just
Ymir
5
ults.
Cupids. Just keep dropping the heart.
Well, what about meatballs? I mean, think about 5 Hercules throwing all 5 meatballs. It's just like it's like bowling all day. You just keep throwing them down mid lane.
Someone from hi-rez is in this chat.
That would be like playing Crossfire. Ever play Crossfire?
Yes.
I really like the match of the day situation. Like I figure that there's a lot of untapped potential that they could do. Like I told them like a week ago that I would like to see a match where we're just all playing Old Guan.
Oh wow.
Oh what?
Old Guan. Release Guan.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you guys weren't around for Old Guan, it was the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah,
he made
it
a whole
was hilarious.
Xin look like a girl. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like,
all I want to do is play him again. It's like my favorite time ever, and it was because he was completely broken, and I stomped on every single thing that I touched. It was wonderful.
So did
no
everyone
thought
else.
Required at all.
I mean,
Such a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a hilarious week.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling people will talk about that for a long time to
Oh,
come.
yeah,
They
they'll-
keep reminding hi-rez
That's
not
a
to do that
legend
again.
now.
Yeah, it's a legend
Yes.
now. It is. You had to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
good fun.
it's like Hand of God healing legend.
Yeah. Oh my god, the greatest. I like the passives. They're just a little bit too broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I do agree with that. Ugh.
Why is Youngbae wearing a jacket indoors?
It's a hoodie, and it's really.
He has a
cold
lamp on the
outside.
floor.
Yeah, I have a lamp on the floor.
It keeps his floor warmer. It does.
It actually does, especially on the black carpet as well.
And it's definitely very, very fire safe. Very fire safe.
Very nice.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
So, Youngbae, you're from Europe, so it's like, what, 3 in the morning there for you?
For
3:30?
me, it's 2:26 a.m.
Ah, well, it's not late. Never mind. You have no excuse.
to have a lamp?
Yes, to have a lamp. He has no excuse to have a lamp.
Dude, it's like dark outside.
He's got night vision. Didn't you know that? And it is his city. It's Youngbae's city, so...
Yeah, I actually do live in Youngbae City, so it's like I can do what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
Dude.
Exactly.
Is there calling in today? Yes!
Yes, there is
It's
calling in
right
today.
here on
There's
the
always
screen.
calling in.
We're important to. Right here. It's kind of hard to do. Like
So I want to
this.
ask, is there any topics you guys want to specifically bring up other than the PAX tournament?
PAX tournament!
Brandon, do you want to give us the lowdown of that schedule and stuff? One thing I do know that people have been asking is, when is the tournament for the... Okay.
It's on the bottom of the post.
But they were asking what time was it going to
But
start.
it's on the bottom of the
Right. Everything should be on the post now. We updated everything.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who are entering, the tournament's going to be starting at 11 a.m. precisely. There's going to be a check-in for the captains. Everything's posted on the challenge sign-up. The check-in's going to be at 10:30. One person from your team, if you're entering, must be in that chat at 10:30, or your team's going to be disqualified. I'm extremely strict about time because as of right now, I think a few people messed up and they're signing up individually instead of as a team, which is fine. We'll just fix that later. But I expect no less than, I guess, 45 to 50 teams. So we need to make sure to get this done in one day that everyone's on time. So if you are not in that chat when you're supposed to be, without contacting me in another way at least, like, you're going to be totally DQ'd. So make sure you are there.
Nice. So that is the qualifier to get into the $10,000
Right, this is the wild card event. This is going to be, or the winner of this is going to get the final spot for the 10K Invitational.
Yes, the final spot.
How is that 10K being distributed?
It was supposed to be posted. I don't know why it wasn't.
It's posted. I've seen it somewhere.
It is posted.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
pretty
all right,
sure.
well, either way, first place is 5,000. Second place is 2,500. Third place is 15. Fourth place is 500, and both fifth places will receive 250.
Both fifth places?
There are 2 fifth places in double elimination tournaments.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because
That's
it's
true.
fifth place twice.
Yeah. Exactly. It makes total sense.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
It does.
It's like there being 2 first place.
Okay. So if you're below fifth place, then you're screwed. That's all.
Well,
Good.
2 teams will place 7. So losers of round 1 will go into losers round 1. And the losers of that round will receive no prize.
Is there any other prizes besides just money?
We're going to be doing some gem giveaways. I'm sure the bottom 2 teams will receive some gems, but we still haven't determined how much we're giving away or what we're giving away for that.
Okay.
We just know how much money we're giving people.
Cool. So I guess that the exciting thing is this is going to be run over the whole PAX weekend, right? Like,
Yes, this is Friday through Sunday. It's going to be a very long weekend for the hi-rez people and myself.
Yeah.
I agree.
So make sure to give major shout-outs to your daily casters. We're going to see a lot of Lionheart, a lot of Dry Bear. They're going to be working very hard along the tournament organizers, so make sure to give those guys shout-outs too. Because, I mean, we've seen a lot of people recently doing a lot of solo casting. I mean, Lionheart's doing it, Drybear's doing it. There's a guy named Octane Pro that's doing it, and they're putting a lot of work to make the community tournaments better. So make sure you guys are shouting them out on the Reddits when you're talking about how the tournament was run and stuff, because they're putting in a huge amount of work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you haven't shoutcasted, you don't know.
Can you say something?
Yeah. I was just wondering, is it like played? No.
Papa DM.
No, sir.
No.
Bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, is it like
actually a single mom.
best out 1 or best out 3 all the way?
The wildcard event is going to be best out of 1 single elimination all the way through, including the finals, 1 game.
Ooh.
The double elimination tournament for PAX will be double elim, 2 out of 3, all the way through.
Nice.
Because we have a long time.
And how are you going to be doing the server disparities?
We're still talking about that. I think as of right now we have, 2 European teams on the 7th. So for the 8th, I mean, we have a lot of European teams signed up, including BLGEU, who are getting to be pretty dominant in their 8th place category. Of course, we have SK, sponsored by SK Gaming, which isn't a feat by itself. They've won a few tournaments in the past, but there are still some American teams up there too. So it really is going to depend on what hi-rez wants to do with that, because I'm really unsure of what like the server disparities look like, because I mean I haven't played in a tournament in like 2 months. So we're still talking that over. We'll have more for that probably after the wildcard event.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. So we will be at PAX. Me and Revel will.
Yeah, we will. We will be at PAX. We'll be on Thursday night. We're going to do our show live from there, somewhere around there, Thursday night.
Yes, DM, you will be there, right? Will you be there Thursday night?
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday night.
All right,
Score,
good.
we're going to find you, and you're going to
You're coming to hang out with us.
Be on our show.
No,
yeah.
I'm going to sit in my hotel room and pretend I don't know anyone.
I'm sure that's what you're going to do.
That's why we brought the pickaxe.
Yes, we got a pickaxe, we have a big boot, and we have a rope and duct tape.
Yep.
So you will be on there whether you like to or not. Congratulations.
The crowbar.
Congratulations to
pickaxe
kidnapping.
doubles his crowbar.
I know, I just beat Tomb Raider.
Nice. Raiding some tombs, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have a caller. I'm going to go ahead and get our first caller on here, if I can press this button correctly, which may or may not happen. What?
Why do I hear music?
Why do I hear music?
Do you have music playing on the computer?
I might. Do I have music playing on the computer?
Yes, you do.
Where?
No? I don't know.
Nope. Not me.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Ah. Continue.
Good job.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I'm on par. Wrong input.
That was amusing.
That's the music input.
That amused me greatly. All right.
Oh, you didn't even have him on the line? Jesus.
I'm sorry. I heard music mysteriously coming out of speakers.
All right.
All right, Baz, what you got for us?
Welcome to the first place spot again, Baz. How are you doing?
Thanks. It's good to be back. How are you guys doing?
Fine.
Good. First of all, I want to say DM, congrats on being the admin for the tournament. Hope you do a good job, buddy. Look forward to seeing your work.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be sweet. Gonna be awesome. Okay, so topics I have this week are what do you guys think about the whole situation with Root and their accounts getting suspended for 7 days?
Ooh.
Do you guys think that that's the correct way to go about it? And also, you guys already covered the gold tower changes, so I'm not going to ask that twice. I guess that's the only question I have for you guys this week is what do you guys think about the Root situation? And yeah, so.
Well,
All right, if I'll jump in.
Go ahead.
All right, so honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's a little shady that they didn't tell their opponents. I think that's lame. I've had a few people actually bring up to me that, or even Matty said himself, they didn't ban Soba because they didn't know I was playing. And it sucks that we have to resort to this because there's a few people out there who want to DDoS because they think it's funny. Like those people who just want to watch the world burn because they suck at shit and they can't this is their only way to get their jollies. It's shitty that we have to resort to these kinds of things, but I don't want them to be branded as cheaters. Again, it's a little shady. In the future, they should have permission. I mean, I'm sure if they asked hi-rez or if they said to their teammate or their opponents, hey, we're going to do this, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Oh, yeah.
I think the real overlying issue is that while they were doing something that's considered slimy, or in this case, against the TOS, they were also pushing for the disqualification for somebody else in the enemy team because they were late. You know, rumor has it that they were like very adamant, like, oh, they should be here, they need to go. And if that's true, and I can't attest to this either way because I haven't talked to them about it, if that's true, that's lame.
Right.
If it's not true, then it's whatever. I think they'll take their 7 days in stride. They won their tournament. The rules for the tournament did not state that they couldn't do this. And it didn't say anywhere that you had to follow the TOS or terms of service, terms of use, whatever it is, specifically to win the tournament. So technically they didn't break any rules for the tournament.
Right.
But I think hi-rez did a good job of quelling the situation by just saying, like, hey, here's how we can fix this. What you did was against the rules, so here's a week ban. Hold that. And, you know, Allied actually posted on Twitter today, like, oh, I'm banned from Smite for a week. I guess I'll stream some StarCraft. Like, so I think it was good. I think everything is solved and people need to move on.
Yep. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's done with. They've dealt with it. The situation has been resolved, and it will be resolved for the future now because everybody knows that it's a possibility. So, congratulations. We're moving on. Look at life. You know, we learn, we live, we learn, we fix things. That's how we do crap. So
you've heard the term failing.
Now,
upward.
the only thing I'm worried about with the whole DDoSing thing is now that they know that people, well, now they won't do it anymore because they've been outed. But now it kind of runs the risk with the DDoSers just going, well, we'll DDoS everyone because we don't know who's playing. So I think the DDoSing can actually get more rampant now. And
I mean, we figured out after the fact that we weren't able to play because Wig was being DDoSed. Like that's actually what happened. Is why we couldn't get that third game out.
So I need to.
You should have done. You should have had someone go on Wigbeaner's account.
Obviously.
This is fun.
Wasn't his problem he couldn't get his client to connect, right?
Well, see, he was having. We thought it was his client. We thought it was internet issues, but you know, after the fact, sitting with it, he was still having problems. Everything was choppy. It kind of came in and out. And after speaking to people, it fit all the symptoms of being DDoSed. So, and he was actually lagging a bit. Not that it mattered at all in the previous game, but we just kind of wrote it off as, you know, maybe his computer's lagging or maybe it's just a memory leak or who knows. And then we just couldn't play the second game at all.
So, like, so he couldn't load up because I'm kind of curious as to how. I mean, was he still online and able to talk to you, or did you have to like call him on the phone?
Like Dolby is the one thing that it occasionally kicked him out, but it seemed the most stable. His actual internet service was in and out. Not just them, but for the remainder of the night until he reset his router. He could log in, but then everything would stop streaming to his, like, from the hi-rez servers. I don't know how they do it. Like, he could physically hit the login server, and then he couldn't do anything once he logged in.
Because I'm trying to figure out if there would be a way that hi-rez could actually detect this happening or something. I don't know.
No,
I mean, it's not on the hi-rez end of it, of course, but it's like, you know, if they're getting erroneous packages or they say the server's unable to talk to this client because of whatever besides just straight up internet drops, but because
there isn't really anything to do.
I mean, the only reason to switch accounts and do this would be to avoid DDoSing because they don't think you're playing at all, so they're not going to try and DDoS you.
Right. But now that they know that people are doing this, they're just going to DDoS the whole team if they have the choice.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
It's like, well, Maddie's not there, but
honestly, I think it's gonna become more rampant and then die off once everyone has their fun. I mean, it happens with any game that's kind of becoming into the esports light. It happened in StarCraft. It happened in League of Legends. It's happened in many other games. It's you know. So I mean, it's annoying and it's childish and people think they're being funny. But in all honesty, guys, you're hurting the community. You're hurting the esports scene. And it's something that, I understand that you want your team to win, and cool, great, but let them win legitly and don't let them do that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just, honestly, it's stupid.
I don't think it's
There's
fans
just no
of
point
teams.
to it.
I think it's more people who aren't fans of teams, like people who don't like Maddie Pocket, don't like Allied, because and not to take away from BLG, I think there are a lot more people who hate Root out there who would do this than more people who would like BLG to do this to make them win.
Right.
Yeah, hate is generally
a
greater motivator.
Well, you know, just kind of my last point, I guess, and then I'll let you guys go. It kind of comes down to personal integrity with a lot of the top Smite teams out there right now. I mean, a lot of them just kind of I get the impression from not necessarily the teams themselves, but specific players that think they're above the law or whatever you want to call it. I think that players need to kind of step off their high horse for now and just kind of say, you know, I am playing a game professionally, but it is only Smite. It's not like they're playing StarCraft or League of Legends, something that's very widely well known, or even Dota. I mean, Smite is still a very small game. We're getting up there. It's very, very encouraging to see all these tournaments and more professional teams picking up the top teams. But I think a lot of players still need to understand that they need to be humble about what they're actually doing and just kind of level out the playing field and still be on equal terms with the casuals and with the players that aren't actually top.
No way. Not a chance. I'm better than you.
No. I mean, there's no chance
that's plain and simple. I'm better than you, and people should watch me and do things for me instead of you. Like, this is just life.
Yeah,
look at Lassus. Lassus is one of the best players of the game. I mean, and while he's humble that people watch him, he knows that you should be watching him because he's fucking godlike.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Like, if you know you're better than other people, just act like it. Who cares? If that person doesn't want to watch you, they're not going to watch you either way. Anytime that you have to change yourself for other people, you're gonna limit yourself to how far you can go. Plain and simple. If you can't be yourself, you're never gonna be happy. So if these people want to act like they're better than other people because they play a video game, let them. Go Zap, man. Cut all the people off your fucking team and then win a tournament. Do it. Be you forever. That was the dumbest advice anyone has ever given anyone. Don't ever say that again out loud.
In the long run, that's going to hurt the Smite scene overall because it's going to make the top players look like a bunch of douchebags, and no one's going to want to sponsor it.
Have you ever seen...
Smite has grown from nobody to over 1 million players.
Have you ever seen some of the league top players? Those guys are assholes.
It's League of Legends.
Exactly.
No one I mean,
does anybody talk to Idra?
They started
actually, Idra's not that big of a jerk.
Look
He's
at
actually
wrestling.
a really nice guy. It's
Wrestling
just his persona.
has two main functions: egotistical personalities and really good casters. And have you ever watched wrestling with the sound off? It's fucking retarded. They jump around like idiots and they act like they're hurt and they don't have a scratch on them. But then you turn the sound on, you hear Jerry Lawler start screaming about nothing, and it's awesome. It's amazing.
It's all in the presentation.
Start talking about things that he smells. Dude, it's so fun.
All right. Well, thank you, Baz, very much for your call.
Take care.
You too.
All right.
There was a point.
And just to iterate a little more here. One of the biggest reasons that online gaming is taken off is because other people can feel good about being better than other people at something.
Yep.
Because generally, as Americans, and I guess whatever Youngbae is,
Sorry? What'd you say?
we're really bored. I mean, our lives are wake up, go to work or school, come home, watch TV, and then go to bed or kill ourselves. I mean, that's the entire.
I'm glad you see your life is limited to those choices.
Hold up.
When we can go online to Halo. And I can get a triple kill, and then I get the chance to shit talk you in the post game lobby. Like, dude, you're gonna hold that. And that's what makes this so fun is being able to act like you're, and when you take it out of the game, me and you are equals. But when we bring it to Smite or Halo or any other game that you guys want to bet money against me in, I'm better than you. Like, that's just the fact of life. And that's what makes it so fun, because if there was no competition, we'd just be going to school again and everyone's trying to get A's on their own. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Like, so when we go to PAX and I just rape the floor with Dmbrandon on everything we play, I mean, it's going to be great.
The challenge has been laid.
You get your mama to give you some extra lunch money.
DM's going to make like
I will.
$3,000 under the table at PAX.
I am, dude. It's going to be awesome. Every time the tournament's settled down, I'm like, I have to go head over to the Smash Brothers and see if anyone wants to bet.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. I haven't played that game in like 4 years. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see you play Smash Bros. again.
I like to add to DM's daily routine. As a male between the ages of 14 and 30, I fit FAP in there somewhere.
Yeah, seriously. Masturbation and sex. You got to put that in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's why DM's so mad all the time. He forgot that one.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right.
All right, so wait, before we continue, there's something going on in the chat, and I just want to point it out. Okay, journalism is unbiased reporting of facts that may be sometimes kept secret. When you write an article that says something cheated, like they didn't cheat, so it's stupid. Okay, that wasn't journalism. Now stop talking about it, pigs. Who cares? It's a website no one even goes to. Just
There it is.
There we have.
From the mouths of babes. Or DMs.
Problem
Babes?
solved.
Really?
Isn't that the
Yeah,
same as...
Have you met him?
I'm talking to him right now, and yes, I've talked to him several times in the past.
Not a babe.
I don't know. He could be. He has a very effeminate voice.
Not that effeminate.
I mean,
no.
We'll see.
Sorry.
We'll see.
Sorry. Yeah. Continuing on with that. Did we want to go to another topic, or do we want to get more callers?
Take your pick.
Well,
I don't know.
Really?
Let's ask our panelists.
Hey, what do you think we should do? I don't know. What do you? Yeah, screw you too. All right. So fuck that. All right. So
I want to know more about Youngbae. He's been so quiet and sitting there calmly and quietly. Tell us about yourself, Youngbae. You like to play right lane support. Who's your favorite god and why?
Manher.
You like Mufasa. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Which skin is your favorite? The standard or the Olympian?
The Olympian. I think.
I think they need to make him a new skin.
I honestly think they need to release new Anher skins. Like, I'm getting bored of them.
What would you like as an Anher skin?
Like me.
Like you. Okay.
Yeah, just
Youngbae Anher skin.
Just put me as him and then we're done.
Dude.
All right.
So it's him right there on the ground.
Every time
he has lamps.
Yes.
It just says Bay City instead.
He throws lamps.
Yeah. He throws lamps.
Good idea.
Yep. He throws lamps.
Yeah, and then he throws lamps instead of spears.
Yes. They explode on impact, causing knockback.
His ult actually just shoots BM quotes at people.
Hey, I'm never BM. I'm like the nicest guy ever on Smite.
Yep.
I'm Mr. Nice Guy.
I've seen you in Team Captain chat.
What? No.
Okay.
I think if I pick any single thing that you've ever said in the captain's chat, it would be considered BM.
I watched you getting yelled at yesterday. That was that was awesome. That was amazing.
Scroll up here. Wait, who are you? Anti or Eamon?
Weren't you getting yelled at by Tesla?
Yes.
I was so sad. Like, I almost cried.
All right, ready? The first thing I see. How about you leave me alone? And then he says, "You leave me alone." That's the first quote.
Oh. Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh. So, what other AD do you like then? Like if Anher's banned, or since he never is, or picked before you.
Neve. I
you like Neve?
She's like so sexy though.
You like that jump, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Like the way she walks, it's just like left, right. You know, my head like tilts left and right every time she walks.
Must get a massive crick in your neck by the end of the day.
It does.
I bet it does. I'm sure that's the only thing. Let's stop there.
Yes, we are gonna stop there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Moving on.
And speaking of moving on, we have another caller on here. Probably. And then at least 2 or 3 more.
Yeah. Then at least 2 or 3 more.
Hello.
Hey, Wagner. What's up?
What's up?
What is your question and or comments?
I'm sorry, who is
Wagner.
Warrior. This is sort of reverting back to what you guys were talking about at the start. About the gold.
Okay.
I have this idea for the minions. As the game progresses, I believe minions should be stronger, like they have put in already, but have lower gold spooling with the minions in early game. And then they also slightly increase the XP gain from minions as the match goes.
So, I think if we increase the experience, then people would never want to leave lane.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this this change was to get people like goddamn Youngbae to leave the goddamn lane.
No, I like my lane. I like right.
Well, he's saying increase XP as time goes. Doesn't League already do that? Like as a means to counteract snowballing? Like give people a chance to actually catch up in level? Or am I wrong there?
Probably.
See, I'm very anti-catch-up. I like the fact that in Smite, if you start snowballing, you stay ahead. Because in Smite, if you get like 1 or 2 kills ahead, and then you start acting like an asshole thinking you're invincible, you die. Exactly. And that's great. But if you get 2 kills ahead and then keep playing the way that you are, it's very hard for people to catch up. And that's how it should be. I mean, just like any other sport. Like once you're ahead, you should stay ahead. I think catch-up mechanics are too catered to casual play, and we should be avoiding that at all costs.
That's true.
Not like fucking Mario Kart. Jeez. Remember how like you're like, you lap the guy, and then all of a sudden they're behind you, and you're like, yeah, not Mario Kart.
Not Mario Kart.
All I remember is Thunderbolts and Blue Shells.
You entered late, sir.
All I remember is getting hit by them because I was always in first.
So
dude, are we talking about DM versus Revel and PAX and Smash Brothers? Is this what we're talking about in chat? Because I mean, if you guys want to watch me like beat the hell out of them, I'm okay with that.
Is that a joke?
Oh, bring it!
Like, dude, if you want to pick another game that I might not be that good at, that's fine. But like now, you're just being stupid.
I'm telling you, come prove your
come on,
point.
have you seen his YouTube videos?
Oh, can we? I need to find the DM rap. That was great.
Oh, come on.
I can't let that die. Like I can't let Demon's Chair die.
By the way, guy who did those raps, if his name is Sky, if you guys go into the League of Legends Reddit, his videos have been #1 on the League Reddit like 2 or 3 times. His videos are hilarious. I'm just giving a little bump to that guy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Because just like how Lionheart makes the video, afterwards we all become great friends. I encourage you guys to watch the Lionheart video. I'm a big fan.
Yes, that was very funny.
Lionheart actually messaged me the other day because I listed the casters who will be casting from PAX, and he's like, "I can't believe you put me 3rd. I hate your lists."
Oh, I remember that.
So good.
Oh wow, that revenge.
That's legend too. That list.
Yeah,
that's good times.
I'm sure I can find that.
Trying to like create some
conversation.
All right.
There we go. When the game is released, we're going to have to get like all the people here at the beginning and have a nice reminiscing day. That's what it was like when we started this whole Smite game. Yeah,
I was thinking we were going to reminisce about how awesome it's going to be.
It's all going to be Guan Yu. Like
yeah.
All Guan Yu.
It's like Guan Yu.
Let's go even further back. So back.
Guan Yu, passive buffs, ridiculous amounts of crit with when you could buy your own stats.
Yeah, your stats.
Health buff.
Health buff and
shield buff.
Shield
I miss
buff.
the health buff a lot.
What do you talk? The extra side lanes?
Yes.
Yeah.
That are still? Are they still there?
No. I think they took it out finally.
They took it out finally.
All right. Well, Wagner, did you have any other questions or comments?
That's about it. But 1 second. I just have to say.
I'm coming, Mom. Wait up for me.
No, I just had to say. I was just a thing. Way back when June or something.
June.
Like I've just stumbled upon Dmbrandon's stream, and he's the one who got me into Smite. So I have to say thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy my stream. I wish I could do it. My computer's broken. So for the 8 of you that like to watch me, I'm sorry. Stop watching Lassie.
We'll get a new computer. Stop playing Smash Brothers.
Stop smashing your computer. There you go.
Yeah. Play on word. Ironic.
Yes.
You like it?
All right. Thanks, Wagner.
Hey. Thanks. Have a good
Yep,
one.
stay.
Thanks, Wag.
All right. Do we want to talk about tournaments?
Tournaments upcoming this weekend.
Like this last weekend, there was a bunch of tournaments. You remember that?
Yes, there were.
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah, and
I watched every game again. Yes.
Yeah. So, who won?
You want me to know these things,
dude? You watched every game. You just
expect me to remember a week later? God, do you not know why I worked as an automotive engineer for a while?
No,
I didn't do well in school at remembering things.
You couldn't remember things, yet you know how.
Yes, everybody knows that Root Gaming won the Curse tournament. No, sorry, MyRevenge, due to the disqualification of BLG and A. That was the MyRevenge finals that was going on. So Root came in first, BLG came in second, and shit, who came in third?
I'm
not the only one.
BLG.eu was supposed to play. Was it MyRevenge? I think it was MyRevenge.
I think it was.
No, I don't think so.
Damn it. Why can't I remember this? Hold on, I'll find out in just a second. Bam. Bam. And there it is. Oh, crap. Way over here. All right. So, we will run through my little things here. MyRevenge monthly February monthly finals. BLG NA versus BLG.eu was in the semifinals. Finals was Root versus BLG NA. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who won the casual competitive tournament?
Who won the casually competitive tournament? My God, man. It was Quake versus Ascending, and Quake won. Golf clap. It was actually a very good game. It went to a best of 3, didn't it?
Yeah, our first one so far.
No,
I'm sorry. What were their names?
Quake versus Ascending.
Mm-hmm.
Are they signed up for the?
We have Quake.
Yeah.
I don't see Ascending.
We'll have to yell at them. Get on it.
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
Quake. Yep. You should probably also look to see DEF CON 5 and maybe like You Can Do.
DEF CON I don't see up here. So far for the major teams, we have a few from Vex. I think there's 2 or 3 teams from Vex that are in there. Worth It, of course. Team Live, SK, BLGEU.
Omega Gaming.
I'm sorry?
Omega or Backfire?
Backfire's in there, yes.
Good, because Backfire was versing SK in the regular MyRevenge number 12, and they took a game off of SK, so it was they went to a best of 3 as well. So that was rather interesting. Yeah, they did a 5.
I'm really excited.
Was the second game?
He's got like notes and stuff.
Oh god,
this
yeah,
is
I got
pretty
a lot of
awesome. Like literally, it's like all the games, all the finals, all the notes, like what happened in game 1.
No, that
game
wasn't
2.
it. No, that was okay. That was semifinals game. SK versus Omega. SK did invade on the red buff, getting 2 kills. So that was pretty good. Speaking of invades, I want to gloat for a second.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Yes, we're playing random games yesterday, and we got matched up against Lassus, Allied, and Anatoly. And I was just like, fuck it, 5-man invade! So we went in, and 3 of us died. I died, but I took Lassus with me. I got him dead before he actually got me dead first, and then I got him dead from my dot. But yeah, I was like 6-3 by 10 minutes against Lassus and Allied. Oh my god, that was so exciting. I had a replay of it, and now it's gone with the patch, and so it makes me cry.
Yeah, that happens.
I was so sad. So, anyway, back to the tournament stuff. Yep, and then, of course, from the MyRevenge February monthly finals, it was Root and BLG. And then the Curse weekly, we had Curse won. Yes. Really? Curse beat out Root 2-1. It was a very long and arduous game. One of them was just like 51 minutes. The
first game, I think, was the longest, and it was like one of the best games I've seen in competition.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
There was a lot of throws.
That's why it just nobody could seal the deal. It just kept going back and forth.
Well, what happened was they were fighting a Fire Giant, and one team I think Root got a deicide, and then instead of going back to heal, they went in for Fire Giant, or maybe one person was left, and that one person just went in and killed all 3 of them, and then they tried to Fire Giant, and they died again. Like, it was just back and forth. It was just hard to watch. But aside from that, it was a really good game.
Heard of Game of Thrones? This is Game of Throws.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. So it was good to see Worth It make it to the semifinals, and they fell to Curse, and Myoelectric fell to Root in the Curse weekly, that is.
See, whenever I hear Myoelectric, I think of like someone cutting a mayonnaise jar with an electric knife.
Yes.
That's what I think of.
Maybe a electric wrench. Yeah.
You know those electric like turkey carving knives, and you just have like your jar of mayonnaise, and they just like. That's what I think of whenever I hear that name.
So, is the Vex tournament going on right now? There was supposed to be a Vex tournament today.
I heard it was canceled due to lack of interest.
Oh, really? That's disappointing. I mean, it is on a weekday, so there's only so much you can do for that.
Yep.
Plus, it's the same week as the wildcard event, and a lot of the lesser teams or newer teams are really trying to get in their last-ditch practices instead of going and blowing what little strategy they have. So
that's true, too. Save all your invades and stuff like that for the tournament.
Yeah, save all your special shit, Yeah, I mean, the tournaments drew a lot of people. We're getting more and more people every week, usually.
We average about 20 to 25 teams every casual tournament, so we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it.
And a lot of these teams aren't terrible.
Nope. They are definitely not.
And they've gotten a lot better since we started.
Yes, if you go back and watch some of the first games they played in the casual tournament versus the ones that they've been playing lately,
yeah, they've gotten a lot better.
People are starting to organize and get these teams together, and I actually hope that's feeding the rest of the competitive community, because, I mean, you said you have, 40 teams signed up right now for the wild card?
No.
Or you're expecting to see that many?
I have currently 55, but I think a lot of the people are applying as single people instead of their teams, so I'm trying to root out who is who. I'm going to have everyone come into the chat at 10:30, and then I'm going to spend 15 minutes figuring out who's who and then deleting people from the bracket. This bracket will be semi-seeded. I think it's kind of disgusting that tournament organizers with plenty of information aren't giving people seeds. I'm like, you can randomly seed half the tournament. That's fine, as long as you're seeding the top 5 or 6 teams, which should always be seeded. I mean, without throwing names out there were supposed to be tournaments, and they said for the first one that we're doing as a series, we feel it's important that we should do random because our organization feels that, it's kind of like a slap in the face to either the teams who have worked so hard or the other TOs who have already established that these teams are winning consecutively.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick 8 teams. I've already picked 8 teams who already have like a decent amount of seeding points of the other teams, and they'll be seeded as top 8 so that they don't fight each other until later. If they get upset, they get upset, but that's how things are going to run.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, and actually one thing we're going to be instating in this week's casually competitive tournament is a loser's bracket to give people a chance to fight again. Because
how many people do you usually get?
A lot.
Oh, we usually get like, I'm saying 20 to 25 teams are average.
If you do a loser's bracket, it's gonna be hard. That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We did our entire tournament in like 3.5
hours,
4 hours.
No, it's always the best of 3 finals that kill it.
Yeah.
But other than
don't
that,
forget, you have to double the amount of time, you double the amount of matches, which doubles the amount of problems that you can have.
Yeah.
And things always go very quickly up until loser semifinals when no other games can be played, because you're always waiting on one team to advance. And
true.
if you put in a losers bracket, then
we're gonna be waiting double.
And do you do single M or 2 out of 3?
No, single M.
All right. Well,
like
then if you have everyone play round 1 and then everyone play winners 1 and losers 1 at the same time, and one match and winners 1 takes too long, losers has to wait, and so on and so forth until you're at 3 a.m. and you want to kill yourself.
How would you suggest doing it to best give the optimum play time for just don't do a losers bracket?
Just do it if you have 20 to 25 teams that are actively playing every week, there's no reason to change your formula.
Yes.
I agree with what DM says. It's not super serious. If you start turning it into something super serious, it becomes not casual anymore, and you lose your entire focus. My opinion.
Yeah.
I think what you're doing right now is awesome, and I think you should keep it the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll just try it this weekend just to see how it runs.
Cupcakes to the tournament organizers.
Yes, cupcakes to the tournament organizers. Right. Yeah, I really want to try it out just for shits and giggles to see what happens. I mean, worst thing it'll do is run terribly, and we'll be like, nope, not doing it again. But that's the joy of, running a casual tournament is it's not super serious. And there's no money on the line. So,
except for when there is.
Except for when there is. Right. Whatever you're saying. So, yes. Excellent.
I thought it was excellent too.
Yes. So we have any more callers?
Oh, yes. We have callers. We have. People can still call in.
We have a little long line of callers.
Yeah. See.
Okay, well, let's get to them.
Can I talk through text? I don't want to put my voice on the internet. Sorry. So I had a question from one of our callers. What cool skins do you guys want to see next? Our panel, you people, Youngbae.
On her.
That's a shocker. Scytheman.
We need Squirrel Ao Kwang.
Yes.
So he
should he be wearing a squirrel suit, or should he actually be a squirrel?
He should be a squirrel. Every time he uses his 3, he should say a mighty squirrel.
He should start hopping. He should start hopping like this where he moves.
Pelting you in the forehead. His ult should just bring down another super squirrel to destroy you.
I actually love that a lot.
That does sound like fun. That is good. Brandon, what do you think?
I still want my Noodle Dragon skin.
Which one? Oh, you want him to be an actual
you take
noodle.
Ao Kwang and you just make him spaghetti.
Yes.
That way he can be the Noodle Dragon and be the flying spaghetti monster, and it covers all your bases.
That is so true. Will he need meatballs?
I also want them to release a Narcissus. I want them to release Narcissus, and then make a skin for me wearing an orange flower shirt. I want that for me.
Because you're not vain at all.
Not at all.
I brought it up to hi-rez, and they laughed at me. I don't think they're taking me seriously.
We will do that. Oh, we've had good ones for Police Ymir. Policeman Ymir, so that way when he freezes you, he can just hold out his hand and say freeze, and then you freeze. He beats you with his club.
Yep.
Oh, Rodney King.
All the
Rodney
girls
King
in the game
Ymir.
should have softball skins just to perpetuate the stereotype.
All right, we have another caller from somewhere in the dark side.
Oh, I heard. Hold on, one more. I heard a good one. I can't remember who told me.
Feaster
Pinball Hercules.
Ping ball?
Yeah.
Pinball Hercules.
Pinball
When
Hercules.
He pulls a pinball out and smacks you with it. his mace could be a flipper.
I think actually DeamonMachine talked about skateboarding hell with unicorn.
I've said that.
Every time you stand switch, she does a kickflip. Like, oh my god, that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
it would.
I agree. Also, we had Feaster Bunny, which was a bunny skin for Bakasura. That we actually have a picture of that one. I will bring
Feaster
up that picture.
Bunny.
I saw that one.
Yes.
I saw that one. I think.
Oh my god.
That was good. So go ahead to our caller while I find
All
this
right,
picture.
caller, what is your question?
Hello, my name is Riz the Beast, and I have 3 quick questions for the panel. I'm very new player for Smite, and
That's
I
easy.
only play Ymir so far. And basically, for the panel, I will ask during your time in MOBA games, what is the most important tip or trick you have learned so far to be a very successful player that you are, as I can see? And what does make you in your role so very strong? For example, I heard Youngbae is a very strong farmer, for example. And but I have never heard of Scytheman or Brandon before, and I want to know why you are very strong players on your lanes.
All right. The best advice that I ever got and that I give to everybody is when you are unsure about anything, you make any decision like you would make it in real life. So if you were in real life and you were fighting somebody and you hurt them and then they ran around a corner, you probably should let them go. Because you don't know what's around the corner. If he has friends around the corner, if he has a bat hidden around the corner, if you hit someone and they run away from you and you're going into unknown territory, leave it the fuck alone. Go back to doing what you were doing.
Oh yes, I understand, because sometimes I run around in the forest and I feed,
Right.
and team is very complaining for me.
Don't chase.
So-
Never
okay.
chase.
Okay, yes.
Other things like in real life, if you go to school every day and you get your ass beat, you don't come back trying to keep fighting. You try to go back and take less damage. So maybe you take martial arts lessons or you tell a teacher. If that case, if you keep fucking dying, buy some defense.
Okay, I see. Yes, thank you for your answer. And Youngbae, what is your view on it?
I know what?
Youngbae has ADD and he can't pay attention to
I'm
anything.
completely zoned out.
Advice you would have for a new player.
I can
Advice
repeat
for a
my
new player
question
depends
for
what you're
very
playing, though,
quickly. For example, you are a very strong player, I heard, and I know you are a very strong farmer, I read. But do you have any quick hints or tips that has made you a very strong player now, that improved your career in mobile games a lot?
Just because I actually played Dota and stuff, and I've always played carry, so it's just farm and then carry your team. Just farm. Just sit in the lane and farm. Get your items and then just kill everyone.
But if I play, for example, Ymir, that is like a support hero or god, maybe. What tips do you have for me, maybe?
For Ymir,
I know it's not
because I don't
your
play tank
thing.
support, I don't play that role. But I'm guessing if you play Ymir, you would probably like just, I don't know, kind of go to lanes, kind of try set up kills, try set up ganks, because you still get like levels and stuff. If you assist and whatnot, so
Okay.
Do things and you'll get stuff. Do it now.
But,
Do things, get stuff.
But for example, like Brandon said, his best tip for me was don't chase. What is your best hint that has helped you very a lot?
Yeah. What best advice
Sorry?
have you gotten, or what advice would what one thing would you give to some new player? Like, don't chase if you aren't sure you can get it. Or
just find out who's feeding on the other team and just feed on them even more.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
Look at who's doing badly on the other team and try to single them out and kill them
as much as you can.
Oh, that's usually me.
Well, look who's doing bad on your team and try to make sure they stop. Like, so if it's you get more defense or you play more passively, stuff like that.
Stick around next to your guy more or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure when you're running forward, the people
to bring up that you should always focus who's doing badly, because I think that's why MyRevenge.eu does so well in tournaments, is because they all have their roles and their ideas so well defined that no one ever is really playing badly. And if Youngbae is ever playing badly, he just continues to farm near his tower. Nothing changes. If Spray ever starts quote unquote playing badly, he just farms near the tower. Nothing changes. The only person who you can really pick on is Hirok, but he's better than everybody, so you can't ever kill him anyway. The best team ever.
Okay. And Scytheman, what good advices do you have for me? And what does you make a very good, strong player on your role?
As a mid player, I never get to do anything. So my best advice to you is to understand two things. One, if you ever play mid, you will be bored out of your mind and you will get ganked. That's just how that works. Be ready for it. And two, you really just want to understand, as you move forward in the game, the capabilities of every god, essentially. Like, you want to understand what they're going to try to get away with, what they can or can't get away with, and what you can punish them for. And it goes vice versa. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Matchup knowledge. When you're going up against the Sobek, for instance, and you see him run around your creeps, then he's going to try and pull you. So be ready for it, try and dodge around, and then when he dashes, jump on him. That's just what you got to do.
To that point, it's always better to know what they can do instead of what you can do, because every god in the game can do basic attacks. So you know that you always have a way to damage someone. If you know what your opponent's going to do, you can effectively never take damage and then still hit them. To the same point, and this is for every single person who's ever played Smite, because I've been playing a lot of normal games lately and I'm going to have a heart attack and die. If Zeus uses Detonate, don't run away. He has nothing else to threaten you with. Go kill him. Please. Please, fucking God.
Well, it's very hard to kill someone if you're playing support, but I understand your point.
Yes.
Well, no. Well, then you help someone kill someone.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. You want to make them stand still as long as possible. That's your goal.
If a caster uses all of his abilities, he's pretty much done for 5 or 6 seconds. Consider him stunned. Go kill him immediately.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of good mids. Like you'll see Scytheman, you'll see Jerby, you'll see Sprayon. They'll use one ability instead of just spam and trying for the kill. They'll use one. They'll wait. They'll use another. They'll wait, and they'll wait until their first one's back up before using the third, and then spam 2 in a row to ensure that they always have an option. If you use everything all at once, you're just a puddle of crap.
Yeah, it's basically like blowing your load. Then you have to recharge.
Yes, exactly.
That's why I play either support or AD, because as a caster, I like to push all the buttons, and then I'm just a puddle of crap.
That is good. That's very true, too.
Yeah. Don't push all your buttons.
So you now know his strategy for Smash Brothers. Button mashing. Congratulations.
Hit the buttons.
Dude, that's what you do on Smash Brothers. You hit buttons, and then you win.
That's exactly
it. It's very similar.
It is.
And then there's teching, which is annoying.
Yes. So
next topic.
So do you have anything else?
Well, not really. Thank you for all the great hints, and I will go on the Smite game right away to practice them and become a very good player like you.
Awesome.
Right,
well,
great.
let us
call, sir.
If you would like to find players, just ask in chat, and if anybody wants to join you.
Anytime you die, it's your fault. Even if the team sucks, you could have always done something better. Don't blame
them angry. So first I go practice a little, and then I can ask for people to play with me.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks
for the call.
Have a great evening.
You too.
And thank you for everything.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right, so now we have on a special guest that we are going to...
Who are we going to call?
Chronix. Chronix has a little bit of an announcement for us.
Oh, God.
It's already been...
Gonna rap?
Dude.
I don't know. He may rap it. That'd be cool.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
That's cool. Hey, Chronix, how you doing
tonight,
tonight,
you going to rap for us?
How y'all doing?
You are doing great. I hear you have some good news for us, sir.
I do, man. Some of y'all might have heard it, but yeah, we Team Low, which is the team that we were representing, got picked up by Mobility Gaming. So just wanted to come in and let you know about that. What's up, Bart? What's up, everybody out there? How y'all doing? But
Good.
yeah, LOW Gaming is no more. We repping the Mobility now. So just figured, you know, come let you guys know that, because we always been a big part of what you're doing, loving what you're doing, and always really respect you guys. So
you
wanted
too,
to
man.
come in and, you know, drop that in for you.
So our chat is asking you to put it into song as to what is going on.
No, because see, I might let some feelings out that I don't really necessarily want to, and I respect your show enough to not do the rated R, possibly X things that are going through my brain at most times. So you know, I'll be good with it. If the chat really wants to see some or hear some A1 rapping that I can do, you know, and not have to worry about it, then it'll do it another time.
Great. Well said, sir. Very well said. And congratulations.
So how you guys doing out there today?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Man, Youngbae, what's up, Brandon?
I'm fucking chilling.
Yo, Cronox.
What's up, baby?
Sup.
It's a word.
He's like, I can talk. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Go out to speak now.
The Cronox woke me up. It's fine.
You weren't going to sleep anyway, Youngbae.
Yeah.
Mobility actually did sign up for the wildcard event, so I expect them to do very well.
We signed it up today. We wasn't sure we was going to be able to make it, but we did some things and switched some shit around, and we're going to be there, man. We hoping to take down that 8th spot, go up against Root, and take them out early.
Nice.
Word?
Hell yeah.
That's the plan, right? I mean, hey.
So give us your lineup then. You're like your full list of who's playing what.
Right now, you have your boy, me, Chronodon, team captain. I am the left lane support. My lug man, Snoopy Man. You might have seen him with Drawbear doing some crazy things. And actually, in the last top 5 video, he got shit on pretty good. Other dude. But yeah, in middle, we got the boy. He's a pretty strong mid. He's always plays very, very consistent for us. And then on the right lane, we got my boy Peckies, who is the right lane carry, who shit on my right lane carry or my left lane carry, so in number 1. So that was pretty sweet to see my right lane shitting on my left lane. I like that. And then on right lane support, we have my boy, the famous TILR, who some of you may know for his BM antics. Like him or love him, he is a super strong player. But yeah, that's who we're running. And some of you guys might know Red Seal, who is our manager. He does real well for us, puts in a lot of hard work, lets us focus on the game. So props out to all my Mobility guys.
Great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I am looking forward to it.
Yes.
Ought to be quite a good time.
Yes, we expect great things from you. If you lose first round, we'll be very disappointed and we'll go cry.
Oh, no, I doubt that happens, unless I get stuck on a scumbag EU server.
Yeah, those EU servers.
Yeah.
We're looking at you,
I've
Youngbae.
heard this somewhere before. Comment, Youngbae?
What?
No, I was watching the video that Bart linked in chat.
Ah, I see. So
The Taylor Swift Hebo one.
yeah, so
it's
the moment's gone. We can't revisit it anymore. Youngbae's just going to be in his own city. That's why they call it Youngbae City. He's the only resident, and he's the only one allowed in.
But that's okay. Me and
Balls of the
Youngbae have a strong bond that we keep linked up. I got you, Youngbae. Got some new shit for you later. You gonna like it, dog. You gonna like it.
I am okay. You have to make sure you show me.
Oh,
What
God.
can I say?
Yeah. Exactly. All right, well, thank you very much, Chronix. It was
Appreciate
great to have
baby.
you.
Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next time. I might bust some flows later on if y'all come fuck with us.
All right, we will.
Cool.
We'll be around, I'm sure.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Later.
All right, you guys
Later,
have
man.
fun.
All right. Let's see. Do we have
I just
more?
want to say we've had 3 callers so far, and they remind me why I love this community.
Yes.
Until I play normal queue, and then I'm reminded why I hate this community.
Oh, so you only stay in ranked?
No, I only stay in normal queue because, God, ranked. Don't get me started with ranked.
So what do they need to do to fix ranked? Have more people?
Have more people.
That's it.
Have
That's
more.
You know, we actually have a lot of people. It's just nobody is good at the game.
That's, I think.
Okay,
the
have
main-
better people.
Have better people.
Have better
Yeah.
people.
Speaking of that,
And-
we're actually working on getting our mentoring system going back and strong again. So we're we're getting people set up and getting that whole system viable again, as well as our new website. BLG's building a new website, so it'll all be exciting with our built-in tournament system and all that fun stuff.
And we're gonna have an entire section where Demon dresses up like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's gonna be so cool.
The hell is wrong with you?
I'm pretty hyped about that.
I'm going to.
That's real.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I will be Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's just gonna spin around on his chair, right?
Exactly. Spinning around in my chair. I will spin so hard it will
throwing
catch
up some
fire.
white dust. What? He threw up the dust when he spins. Yeah.
You
guys don't remember the saying?
Obviously, I mean, since he spins up white dust, we see why he's so fast.
Yeah.
So. All right. So, Mr. Weed, how are you doing tonight?
It's Weed Unicorn.
What up, though?
See, Weed Unicorn.
So, first of all, tell me a little bit more about this mentor system, because I think I'm like slightly better than mediocre, and I actually want to get in on that. Maybe be a mentor.
That's what. That's what I want to do. Is I want to do like a tiered mentoring system where it's you have the better than normal people who will just be your, like for instance our caller 2 callers ago who's like, this is my first time, I want to, not suck. And they'll be those people. It's like, come play with me, I'll help you figure out. You're playing a mage. You're playing a mage. Here's some things you should probably get. Stuff like that, how to engage, how to disengage. And then we'll have like your mid-tier where it's, I'm in like the 22,000 ELO, I want some help. And then you'll have your pro tier where we'll get like Sturmies and maybe Scytheman to, help you out with your specific lanes and learn specific strategies to deal with things.
So you're telling me that Scytheman can teach me how to AFK in mid lane?
Yes!
Yes!
Exactly.
Yes.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, there's a trick to it. So you can AFK in mid lane and still not lose your tower. That's while you're doing it right.
Yes, that's when you're doing it right.
It's pretty baller. So my actual question is, for like, maybe the past 6 weeks, I don't know, I have no sense of the passage of time. Every so often a team will run 2 mid, 2 right, 1 left, or like, I don't know, they'll have like an Arachne and then there's like a person soloing left or soloing right or whatever. And I never see that solo side laner die. What are they doing to not die? And like, I've had it happen in my games. Like, I've had Vulcan solo left and they get double kills. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Are they just better? Like, is the level advantage really that huge?
Somebody's fucked up.
Before the game starts, they're deciding like this person's going to solo. And when that happens, they're specifically building a certain way to ensure they have very high sustain and they're very hard to kill. So like maybe a Spoo will play Acne or Ra, and he'll just sit a little back, and if you try to push him out, he'll just step back and poke you to death. If you ever try to get, Antsy, he's going to allow you guys to farm your stuff, and he's going to take a little bit of farm himself, and that's just going to be it. If you ever try to get Antsy, he's going to kite you back into the tower and kill you. And if you push against him, he's just going to beam the wave or dash the wave, and that's it. The key to stopping this thing is just to not kill creeps. Don't even last hit. Just step in front of their archers and just watch the guy. Because if he makes a move, you can kill him. But everyone always pushes because we're antsy little jerk-offs.
Do you push too?
One of the reasons that Juice did so well when we were still, playing with the old roster is me and DFAT would go right, and we would get buffs, and then we would just step in front of the archers as Odin and Zeus, and if you came anywhere near us, we'd kill you instantly, even before level 5. So once people started realizing, like, oh, we can just not fight them and just walk past them into their creeps, then it started not working. So I don't think enough people are realizing a counter strategy, and they're just trying to play the same game. They're not adapting, which is why we see MyRevenge not doing so well lately, is because they're doing the same strategy over and over, and now that they lost their tank meta, whereas Curse Gaming is changing their shit every single week, which is why they keep getting stronger.
I like it.
What do you think about that, Weed?
It's pretty insightful. You said they've lost their tank meta. Do you think it's like 70% out? 80% out? Like, how far out is the tank meta? What do you think?
Tank meta's gone.
Done.
The tank meta was only viable because tanks, as of right now, tanks scale the best in the game, which is one of the reasons they level the slowest. Is because they in the early parts of the game they're very, very weak. They're almost useless except for certain tanks like Ymir, who can like freeze you and slow you to death. It's ridiculous. But as time goes on, they fall a little bit behind because they can't get kills and they can't last hit. But with 3 gold per second, they didn't have to do anything. They could have just AFK'd in the jungle, stood near some creeps that died, and they would have enough items to prevent you from doing anything. Coupled with the fact that Nemean Lion strongly countered everything Youngbae did.
Wow.
How many times you complain about the damn item? Coupled with the fact that tank items are very cheap with how much gold they were getting, it was so easy for them, even at low levels, to be unkillable. But now that it's only 2 per second and you have to push, the tanks actually have to play support instead of just acting like a World of Warcraft tank by buying items and standing still.
Nice.
So do you think we're going to see like an AoE meta, a hypercarry meta, a push meta?
Yeah, what do you think is the current meta? Either
It's
any of you
push
guys.
meta.
Push meta?
Push meta. Get those towers down as fast as possible, because if you kill a tower, it's experience and gold, and then you can allow someone to roam freely, which is right now the goal, is to get someone in a solo lane and get one person trying to kill that mid. Because once the mid towers go down, that's when the game starts to end. So your goal is to get one of your side laners free and then put them towards the middle, and that's pretty much it. I do expect Root to do some more of their double mid strategies to try to push out that mid tower as fast as possible. Also, Drybear, that would be godlike. Motivate triple heal teams, like that'd be really scary. But I don't expect someone to be able to get like Rogue One, you and Hell in the same team. But that'd be scary. Can you stack Motivate? Does anyone know?
I don't think so. But I gotta say, even with the changes and the minions being stronger, Motivate still isn't that good.
But if you could stack it 5 times.
Oh yeah, stack it 5 times, we'd be back to
with triple
girdle
heal
stacking. Have you ever had a team that just gets 5 heavenly agilities and 5 creeping curses and just troll the hell out of somebody? Like, because those stack. At least they used to. I don't know if they do anymore. You used to be able to just run up to somebody out of nowhere and stack 5 slows on them and just watch them crawl as you surround them. Let me tell you, that is the most fun you can have BMing somebody in game.
I want to see more level 1 invades, because when we jumped all over that lasses, I mean, they weren't. We were standing behind them, and they didn't notice us until we like started hitting them.
The problem now is that with the 2 gold per second, like invades are so dangerous, because if you mess your invade up, you're going to be behind. Like, so behind. Like in League of Legends, there are things that you can do if you don't get kills and like it stagnates. Like there's ways to go, but right now it's like if you go back to lane, if you go back to get your jungle before going to lane, you're going to be behind guaranteed.
Yeah.
So it's really scary to do. It's generally not worth it, because if you do kill someone, it gives you a little bit of experience. It's going to give you a little bit of money, but then you're giving someone solo experience, and they're going to be able to push you out anyway.
Very good.
All right, one more comment, because Scytheman mentioned it. Another really good way to BM someone, you queue as 4, and everyone builds the same items as the odd man out. And it's fucking hilarious.
Or like we did to you the other day, we just go Sobekirk mid and feed.
Yeah, feed to my jungle Artemis. Jungle Artemis.
I was sitting there like, what the hell is he doing? I really didn't know I didn't know if you were shifting mid or where the hell you were going. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, whatever. Herc Sobek. And then proceeded to miss everything.
Nice. Well, thank you very much for your call.
Well done, sir.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes. So yeah, basically I would like to get that mentoring thing going so that way we can help bring up the base level of the community to not crap. But, I mean, okay, so we did some really rudimentary math. I don't know if this is even feasible or possible, but I was using some of my numbers that I was pulling, because like I get a lot of replay IDs and stuff like that for the top 5, etc. So I was pulling replay IDs and noticed that between like game 1 and game 2 of like the curse game, it's a 3,000 game difference, like number difference. And so I'm just going to assume that every game that's played is one game, or counted as one, and it just goes up. And so it was like over the course of, say, an hour, so 3,000 games an hour, that's like 30,000 people. That was my roughest estimate as to getting an actual active player base at the very second. I don't know if that works. You know, of course you got to take into account the jousts, but, you know, it's like, wow, that's a lot more people than I was expecting. And it got even higher in many instances, so that was just something interesting. I would love to have hi-rez tell me I'm wrong about that.
Or tell you that
or tell me they're right. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. But I don't think they're going to tell you either way.
No, they won't. They'll just ignore me.
Yep.
So, Mr. Bulldog.
Hey, just wanted to talk about that game we had with Root and a couple other things. When we queued up and then we were just picking gods, and then we look over to the right, we see, hey, that's Anatoly. There's Alecyte over there, and Lazarus. Why are we queued up with them?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that was one of those questions, those big questions, where it's like, we're not that awesome. Why are we queued against Lassus, Alecyte, and Anatoly?
Because you're the best
Because we were the only fives apparently on at the time.
And you were just wrecking left lane from the start, and I think you need to keep your Ares there. You're going good.
Yeah.
But other than that, also I've been playing some games with Brandon here. I've seen him in few games of mine, and every single time I play with him, he's just going from left lane to right lane and with his Artemis and killing people.
Yeah. If you see Brandon
in normal games, I roam because I assume everyone on my team is incompetent always, so I just try to kill everything and do everything so I can win. I have a lot of Smurf accounts. It's really fun on Smurf accounts.
Yeah, it is.
And then the skins, we were talking about the skins. I really want to see that Ymir Police skin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You like Ymir Police?
The Bakasaur one.
Yep. Feaster Bunny.
And I know you were talking about at one point, or someone was talking about cheerleader Kali.
Yeah, that's already
an actual thing.
Actually a skin. It's just not implemented yet.
Yeah, they haven't fully fleshed it out yet.
Because I know I would like to see a lot more skins for Bastet, Kali, the ones that just don't have any skins other than the recolor.
Yeah.
It seems like they're just pushing out skins for
Ymir.
People that already do. And Ymir has like 4 skins? 5 skins?
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
They're pushing out skins for gods that see playtime.
Yeah, that's true too.
And the more skins, the more playtime, in theory. Unless it's just a bad god.
AKA Bastet.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's Cheerleader Kali. This is a picture we got a long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
And obviously it's not nearly as fleshed out as their other skins.
Yeah. So, it's just literally her in a cheerleader costume.
Yeah.
Which could be fun. Although they do have a football helmet on the head. So that is always fancy. Well, cool. Was that all you wanted to talk about, Mr. Bulldog?
One more thing. Shoutcasters. I've seen a lot more people just asking about Spectator and wanting Spectator, and then just Octane Pro did the My Revenge on Sunday. And I just want to say to the community out there, don't bag on these shoutcasters. They're out here doing work for you guys so you guys can actually see the plays and everything. And without them, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Who's getting bagged on?
I saw a lot of in chat people saying, "Oh, you suck at shoutcasting. Why are you shoutcasting all this?"
Yeah, that's very typical.
Well, shout outs to those people because shoutcast is like an add-on or a plug-in. It's not even a verb. It's called casting. So fuck them. Right? Hold that.
Also,
pigs.
myself, I just started shoutcasting or casting, whatever you want to call it.
I want to call it casting.
It's difficult. I don't say it.
You get used to it. It's just all confidence, and then it's just like anything else. If you practice, you get better at it. So once you get used to controlling the camera and talking about things, it's very simple.
And paying attention to the minimap, and making sure that your volume and yourself is not muted, and making sure that there's a lot of things that go into shoutcasting besides just controlling the camera and talking about it. You got to make sure you keep up with the plays. You got to make sure that your stream is not fucked up in some way. You got to make sure that everything else is going well. Like this show, for instance. There's tons of things that we do that just get screwed up all the time, and we don't notice it until chat's yelling at us. Like, we can't hear you anymore. What are you doing? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
We
get that one a lot.
Until we get enough money for shoutcasting that we can actually make a staff for shoutcasting where you have the quality control guys that sit there on the side and make sure that everything's running well, and all the shoutcaster has to focus on is literally the game, then you'll have to put up with the little tiny nuances and intricacies that make it really difficult.
So speaking of shoutcasting, DM, who is going to be at PAX to shoutcast?
Me, Lion, and Bart, and we'll have Dry Bear casting from home.
Okay, so Dry Bear is going to be in his lair.
Yes.
Right.
His bedroom with the window that is always lit.
I was actually really excited to have him there and just be like, hey, everybody at home, but that's going to be him, so he can't even do that.
Yeah, that's what he gets for living in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can go to PAX Prime.
Yeah.
If hi-rez is even going.
By himself.
Yeah. I was like,
nobody goes to PAX Prime.
Yeah.
True story.
No one from here.
Yeah. Too far west. Well, thank you very much, Bulldog.
Thank you for having me on.
We will have to go and find out more of your stuff. Oh, and you closed him really fast.
He said thank you.
He did. He did say thank you.
He said thank you. We said we were done. What more do you want?
What more do I want from you? I want you to read my mind.
Well, no, I don't want that.
I don't want that either. So.
All right.
Any other callers?
Yes.
Yes? Come on, get it right. Quit screwing it up.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Tool.
God. Speaking of quality control.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait. Scytheman, you said 2 people are going to be there.
Yeah, at least 2.
Because he told me 2... Wait, is he on the call?
No.
No.
Oh, is that somebody? That kind of sounded like him. Oh, now maybe more? Well, now maybe you guys might not play, so keep them home. You told me 2 people.
You have to... You can't screw with the schedule.
Yeah. You can stay home. Stay home.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
you're not
the
welcome.
2 of you can play from PAX, and the 3 of you can all get together, and then you can all play. That's fine. You just got.
He's gonna tell me what he said. I'm gonna bring this up. I keep my logs.
He keeps his logs, yo.
Yep. So we have Mr. Aramer. How are you doing, Red
of the red variety.
Just for reference, who is going to PAX from your team? Me and Pawn. That was it. Me and Pawn. Fuck you. That. No, but seriously, we have a very tight schedule to keep, Zap. So if you are having more people, they need to confirm with me like immediately.
Like
so
yesterday.
I can change my schedule. Like within the next 2 days. Otherwise, like your team is gonna like risk DQ because we need to make sure the schedule stays on tight.
Yes.
All right. So Red, what do you have?
All right. Hi. So first of all, Revel.
What's up, yo?
If you do that match with Dmbrandon, challenge him to Ganondorf mirror.
Hell yeah.
Why would that be that?
Ganondorf? Really?
Who wants to see a Ganondorf mirror? I don't want to play
A lot of people
Ganondorf.
actually. It's really awful. Because he's the worst character.
It's
in the
like
game,
watching
so
a train wreck.
It's seeing who will get bored first.
I want to see Diddy mirrors, so I can just see bananas flying across the screen the entire time. That's what I want to see.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I think some of you might have already seen it on Reddit or my video on Aphrodite, who's gonna be the next god, as confirmed by hi-rez as well. And nice. She's gonna be support mage. She's gonna be kind of like Wisp from Dota, if you know that character. And but the most important thing, or not the most important, but the main thing I actually wanted to talk about is because the previous caller was talking about skins. What I've seen is that they are actually working on giving the old skins recolored effect. So basically, the black Emir is going to have black ice wall and icicles, and blue Agni is going to have blue fire and stuff like that.
Touching up things.
Yeah.
Making it more polished.
I've even seen like Arachne. She has like those purple sparklies on her claws when she attacks, and those are going to be changed red for the Widow skin and such. Nice. So what do you guys think about that?
It's great.
I think it's great. I think it shows that they
pay attention to detail.
Yeah, they pay attention to what they've already done in the game.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we made that skin, we're done with it, we're never going to look at it again.
Right. It's not just...
oh, we've made that animation. Well, cool, that's how it is now.
And it tells of how they'll treat their gods, too. Like, they're not just they'll give them makeovers, but they will possibly rethink reworking them or changing about, other things, which we already know they're willing to just take everything and throw it out the window and try again. Because they do that on a regular basis, which is great because,
So long as they're doing this carefully, I think it's great. But if they're not careful, I mean, Blue Flames could kind of look like, Hebo's Floodwaters. In the middle of a team fight, you could just be like, I'm going to run through that. The slow won't hurt me that bad, and then you're dead. So as long as they're careful about the colors, I think it's a really cool addition, and it shows they're really, pushing for people to spend money on things that matter, as opposed to just, a lot of League skins are just recolors, and they're garbage. But then some of them are really cool, like everything that Fiora has.
I actually like the pack skin for Sona. That one is actually really cool. Anyway,
the arcade Sona.
So I also can calm your mind, Brandon. They're not gonna look alike. So Hebo's floods and the blue fires from Agni are not looking very similar at all. So yeah, that's just about it, actually.
Until they redo Hebo's flood to be choppy waters. Dun dun dun. All right, cool. Yeah. Well, thank you for the call, sir. And where can we find your video for all the?
Just post a link in chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna post my YouTube account. I'm actually gonna work on a new video after the show. Most likely because they added, like with the latest patch, they added like just a few more particles.
Nice. Great. All right. Well, we look forward to it.
All right. See ya.
Have a good one. All right. I think we have one more caller. One more.
Dun dun dun.
If they answer.
If they answer.
If not, I block them forever.
How dare you make us wait? Oh.
My call is being forwarded free of charge. I get to leave a voicemail on Skype. Yes. Ooh, what's it
Das
gonna be?
Fuken?
What do you guys want to leave him?
What can we leave as a voicemail?
Ring, ring, ring. Banana phone. All right, I'm done with that. Okay, so. No answer. Bye-bye. Try again. Went to my phone. You call me. That's what I'm going to type here.
That will work.
Both. It goes to both.
That will work.
Look at that.
All right. Mr. Kennedy, you there?
Yes.
Fantastic. What's up? Hey.
Are we ready?
No, I'm not ready. I am not ready. Just go.
We were prepared.
I couldn't tell because of the stream.
Kennedy.
All right.
JK Kennedy.
The only question I have is regarding Neith and her backflip. On Neith's backflip does not mention anything about being immune to stuff, but I've been playing her and she's immune, like jumping through Poseidon's ultimate. Immune, actually, I found out today. Ares ult, when Ares pops his ult, if you jump right at the perfect time, you won't get hit by the ultimate of Ares or pulled in, so you can just backflip through that, as well as you can backflip through the entire AoE tornado and not take any damage. Is this possibly maybe, it's almost, she has a lot of utility already. Should the backflip be, should you be able to take damage when you do the backflip?
I don't think dodging the Ares ult is a good thing, but
that's probably a bug.
Yeah, the backflip is on record for having the same air attributes as Freya, meaning going over things, not being hit by things, which I guess would explain the Ares ult, but that seems a little extensive.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. It just feels wrong for people to use a standard skill through your ultimate, unless it's like a item-based, area-based ultimate. But and they're not there anymore. But yeah, it feels to me like a bug, because if you can't jump over walls, why should you be able to get out of ultimates or abilities or any other stuff? So
okay, that's all I have.
That's my take on it. Yeah, and Youngbae just got a lot less attractive. That's what chat is saying. So all right, well, thank you for your call, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. DM, are you up for some questions?
From whom?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm here.
Kevin Mayer? Meyer?
In before TV.
Ymir?
In before TV.
Yeah, is this TV? Don't let TV on the call.
No, it's not TV.
That sounds like TV.
That sounds like a lucky.
What do you got?
I just have a few questions about the tournament, because I didn't see this anywhere.
Sure.
The Invitational. How many subs are you allowed for it, and is the exact roster you use for the Invitational the same one that you have to use for the 10K?
Okay, the Invitational is the 10K. I assume you mean by Invitational you mean wildcard.
Yeah, I meant the wildcard.
Yeah.
Okay. The wildcard, you are allowed one sub. It's the same rules as the other one. Each team is allowed one sub. If you have more than one sub, it has to be truncated. that sub can only that one sub that can be changed. Any one, if your team were to win the wild card, any one player, including your sub or any of the 5 starters, is allowed to be changed. If you change more than one person, it's considered a different team, and the next person on the roster, I mean, the next team that would have placed, like the 3rd or 4th place team, will be taking that spot instead.
Ah, interesting.
Okay. And then the other one is the question of servers. Is it top-seeded team is the one that's getting server choice for EUNA?
Well, so
or is it random?
We haven't exactly decided this yet. Odds are we're going to do something similar to how Smash handles ports. We'll probably do the lower seed gets game 1, and then the loser has the choice to switch if they want. That's most likely going to be it. We haven't decided completely. We're going to give it a few more days, try to figure out a few logistical things before we make a final decision. But generally speaking, it's probably going to be the lower seed gets the choice. Because generally speaking, the lower seed needs more help.
Mm-hmm.
So while the higher seed may have what they think is an easier bracket, the lower seed still should have some type of at least
not advantage, but
higher ground, I guess.
Yeah. More of a fighting chance. There we go.
Okay, that's all I was wondering.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you for the call.
Well then.
Oh, and to the same point, once you're in the losers bracket, the seeds will only matter if you're facing other people in the losers bracket. So the winner of the losers bracket going into the finals, like let's say Root goes into losers, and Root wins the losers bracket. Root is now considered the lower seed to the people who win the winners bracket.
Okay. Are you guys gonna be doing the BLG beats Root in the first round, and then they face them in the finals? Are they gonna have a game up?
No, that's ridiculous, and I hate that. I think it's the dumbest rule, and I don't understand why people support that at all.
That's why I was asking. I don't like it either. That's why I was.
Yeah, I
actually fell victim to that in 2010. I lost a very close set in winners at MLG, and then I had to face that person again, and I mind fucked myself, and I lost. Like I had no chance going into that because I knew I was a game down, and I don't know why it affected me so much. But those kinds of things should not play. I mean, when you face somebody again, it should be a clean slate.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Nice. Bart, not impressed with your story time.
That's because I'm not wearing a wool hat inside. Or sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, you have to look like John Cusack in almost any movie that he's ever been, or Colin Farrell, and then he'll talk to you and consider you intelligent. But until I get down to that level, I'm just going to have to hold his insults. Very affected.
You know, it happens.
Yes, yes. All right, well, I think that about wraps up for today's show. Revel, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No?
Have we gone through all of our topics?
Yeah, it was a pretty short list this week. It was mostly the patch and tournaments.
I'm looking forward to playing some games and maybe some hi-rez, since you're watching this, some more interesting games of the day. Watch our show earlier. We had some great ideas.
Yeah, the all-pay... starting level 20.
If you come back from losers into winners, you're down a set. You're not down a game. It doesn't continue the set if you came in or weren't paying attention or don't know what you're talking about. So there's that for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And we can talk about tournament semantics.
We can. We can do that after the show. We can
yeah.
bore people's eyes out.
Or
ears.
Bore their eyes in.
Or bore them in, yes. That could be good. All right, well, let's do some shout-outs now. And I guess we will start with Youngbae, since he has been the most quiet in this entire episode.
Sorry, I'm shy.
Oh, no, don't worry.
And it's like
he's shy. You're the most obnoxiously loud person in chat until you get on the show.
No, I'm the most quiet person in chat.
No, lies. Okay. All I ever see is Youngbae City in chat.
All I ever see is Youngbae City and Asian links.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say there was.
All right, so what do you have to say for us?
I'd just like to give a shout out to my team, Spear, Sprayon, hi-rez, Badger, MyRevenge, hi-rez for being awesome and making the game. Love you guys. Beyond Rift people, RevilZero and DeamonMachine, and definitely I would like to give a shout out to DM for getting this tournament sorted and getting it together. So thank you a lot, DM, for that.
Thanks, Steve.
And that's all, I think.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. Then Scytheman, you go next.
I guess I'll give a shout out to DM because he's awesome. you guys for having me on the show, my team, my buddy Woozy, because if I don't, I'll never hear the end of it. Shout out to Curse, stop whipping our asses, please. Shout out to all of the Youngbae's Asians. Shout out to Squirrel.
Yes.
We need to Squirrel out Kwong skin.
Yes.
That's it. Shout out to Allied, because I feel shitty that, you had to get banned like that. And it's Oli too. I think I'm done.
Cool. What do you got for us, Brandon? And then we're going to go out. We've got some last minute stuff to announce and all that kind of stuff. Go for it.
Kind of long-winded crap going. Let's go. So in the beginning, when I first started playing Smite, it was incredibly unbalanced. The map made no sense. And it feels like they were trying to make a lot of money off us on a game that just wasn't polished. And over the past 6 months or 7 months I've been playing the game, I don't know, I have no concept of time.
Sure.
The game has improved by leaps and bounds. And it's not just because it's a beta. It's because hi-rez is transparent, and it's because hi-rez really cares about this community. And they really want us to have the game succeed the way we want it to. And I think that's really important. So major shout-outs to hi-rez. And actually specific shout-outs to Bart, because I've been talking to Bart a lot lately. And he actually works for the company. I thought he was just a douchebag that streams. So shout-outs to Bart. And, of course, shout-outs to all the players that are entering the tournament. I hope you guys are working hard and not fighting amongst yourselves. If any of you break up before the tournament, I'm going to be so pissed. Don't do that.
You'll ruin his schedule.
and shout-outs to Scytheman for... Because, we were actually going to pick Scytheman up for a group before we picked up Shing, because, no offense, Shing was the choice. And Scytheman, instead of giving up, man, he made himself mid of one of the best teams in the world, and I'm really pumped to see him there. So, shout-outs to all the players again, and I'm really pumped for the tournament. I hope to see everybody watching this stream.
Nice.
Hell yeah. So, speaking of tournament, at PAX East, Thursday night, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing our show live from there. It won't be PAX East, yes, that'll be the next day. But we'll have awesome guests here. We're going to find Dmbrandon.
We're going to duct tape him.
We're going to duct tape him, make him be there. We're going to find anyone else we can't smite there. We're going to have hi-rez people on there. It's going to be awesome.
If you're going to be at PAX, follow me on Twitter. It's just at DeamonMachine, and I'll be tweeting out where we'll be at, or where we'll be centralized sometimes. Like if we go to eat or junk, tweet out, places where we can hang out and have fun. So, if you want to come and find us.
Yeah.
We'll tweet out before we start doing the show where we'll be, where we're going to be doing it from, so that way you can come and join us. We would love a live audience. That would be fun.
And we'll get a live audience, whether they want to be an audience or not.
That is true. So, that will be tons of fun. We'll talk about it again next week, of course, because...
Absolutely. It'll be great.
Still not PAX weekend.
I'm all excited for PAX, getting all ready for that.
Yes.
It's going to be lots of fun.
Yep.
Getting, a ridiculous amount of spam.
Yes, I hate spam from PAX. Because we get the media passes, you get they give you
spam.
You give them your email, and then the PAX spam rolls in.
Yeah.
I've now gotten emails from every booth that's at PAX. They need to come see us.
Yeah.
So.
And why they're the next big thing.
Yes. Why they're awesome. Why they're cool. And
why their iPhone game app is going to change the world.
Yeah. Will cure cancer. Right. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us so very much. I'm your host, DeamonMachine. This is Revel. And please visit blgaming.com. It'll be getting updated soon, because this time
we got to have a new site, yo!
Our web developer is very consistently on now. So, awesome. Thank you guys. And shout out to Nubs also for doing our website.
Are you going to play the video again? Play the video again.
Play the video again? What video?
Yeah, the intro video.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll play the video again then. All right, this will be our outro video.
Later.
Granted, there's no music this time, so...